Hello, ladies. How's everybody doing this morning? We're really excited that you are going to be listening these stories today. In this special edition about the PHP Ladies Call, we're going to be focusing and diving into some of our big event stories to share with you some fun facts and for you to get to know more about Flor Orellana and myself. I have the privilege to have her here on the call. I can wait for you to hear her story and to get to know more about her. So, Flor, welcome to the call.
Thank you, Ceci. Very excited. It's always fun spending time with the beautiful power divas that we have, our beautiful PHP ladies. And of course, Ceci, hanging out with you is always fun.
Thank you. So, Flor, let's share with everyone more about your story. I know you came on board in the business. You've shared your story before, and we know your team is growing extremely fast. Your income is skyrocketing. You're setting new records. But how did everything start? Like, what happened? Tell us about it. Tell us, how did everything started?
So I remember officially coming on board in PHP, and my mentor, Marlene Gaitan, said, well, we have a big event in 2 weeks. And I just had my last baby. My baby is about, like maybe 6 months. And she's telling me in 2 weeks, we're going to go to a big event, a convention. It's going to change your life and so on. And I said, no, it's too soon. We're just building our relationship right now. Give me some time. I'll go to the next one. And she said, no, like, you definitely have to come to this one. If you really want to do this business, if you want to take things serious, come to the event. You have to come to the event. And I talked to my husband, and my husband said, well, we probably have, we can make some changes. We can ask our parents to help us. Let's go. And then she said, yeah, but I want you to come and you have to bring at least 10 people. And I'm like, okay, 10 people. Well, we did what she told us to do. And this blowed our minds away. Like, we went to big event with my husband. We're brand new, 2 weeks in the business, extremely skeptical. We were thinking, like, okay, what kind of company is this and so on. And this is the event that we have the former President George W. Bush, and this is the event when we saw Kobe Bryant, and we were even able to take pictures with them. The messages, everything that we received absolutely changed our lives. And I will say for sure, we were sold into the crusade, into PHP, into everything that we do on that specific event. So sometimes people feel pressure, like people feel that I don't want to pressure people, especially the newest one. It's okay if they say later, but what if you are more intentional and you say, yes, come to this event, even though it sounds crazy, even though you have to make some changes, because absolutely worth it. And we started our business after a big event.
100%. What an amazing story and example to give that if you are brand new coming on board, we have the coming up events here in the next week or so for different teams, and you cannot miss this event. Hopefully you're going to catch this information and you're going to be thinking like it's only 2 weeks away, the MSM event that is happening in Atlanta, and then the Unit event is also happening here pretty soon in Dallas. So you're going to be thinking maybe this is too much for me, and Flor is giving you the challenge that what she did, ladies, she is now multi-million income earner in PHP. And what she did, she didn't only go to the event, but she brought 10 people with her. So if you want to be on the fast lane, that's what you want to do. You want to go fast, you want to bring team members with you. In my case, Flor, was completely different. My story, you had the opportunity to go get coach and actually take these amazing pictures. Well, my story is Rodolfo, my husband, invites me to the event, but he tells me I have these tickets for this convention that is happening, and the company was just getting started, and he tells me we're gonna go on a vacation. So I show up for this vacation with him. We're dating at this time. I'm living in El Salvador. I'm his girlfriend, and he invites me to come to the event with him. So I'm just there, like, kind of listening to the information. He brought his mom, his dad, his brother, his sisters, and a couple of team members. So he did bring 10 people. So he took up the challenge that Patrick David gave him to bring 10 people to the event. So I'm there. I have no clue why I'm there. But I seen him speaking on stage because he had just got started. He had gotten his license so quick. He has gotten his promotion. So he shared his 3-minute story. And that did to me as a girlfriend, as a supporting spouse, everything. I thought he belongs on stage. I want to support him. And that was the case with his family too. That's why you want to bring your family, your girlfriend, anyone to the event that is going to give you support. Now, at the end of the event, we get together on a meeting after meeting, and I have no idea why this is happening. Like I'm already exhausted. I already don't like most of the parts of the event because I wasn't prepared. I didn't have a team shirt. I'm wearing like a baggy, extra large shirt. So I'm really annoyed, but we're having this meeting after the meeting, and these guys are telling, hey, let's compete, let's put some competition. And then Rodolfo stand up and he says, like, I am gonna call out XYZ person that is the top personal producer in their entire company. And when he says this, the room stays quiet. And the lady that he was calling out, so basically she's sitting right in front of us, and she turned around and she goes like this, like, oh, whatever. And I remember my blood starting boiling. I was like, she's gonna know who we are. I didn't even know that I was competitive. I have no idea what PHP was about, but I came back and I was just like, hey, we need to find people, we need to sell more policies. And so that was the beginning of me attending the first event. And from there, I have not missed any event. So if you are in the verge of thinking, should I go to the event? Should I invite my significant other? You want to have as many people as possible there. These events are transformational for you, and they're transformational for any family member that attends with you. And going into the topic, Flor, tell us about your event. I know your event was the kickoff of the entire year, and I've heard amazing things. The room was packed, the speakers, just everything was on point. So tell us, share some insights of what happened during your event.
Absolutely. Number one, I didn't know what was to run an event. We're just starting 5 years ago. 5 years later, we're running our own big event, sidelining with amazing couple, the Hearts and also the Gains, which they're, like family to us. But I didn't know how amazing it is to run your own event. And I immediately, called my mentors. I immediately called the company, Tigra Morale, and I say, you have no idea how grateful I am, because this was a lot of preparation. And sometimes you don't see it when you are in the other side, when you just attend to the event. But there is a lot of pieces, and it was basically so much fun. But we put a lot of love, time, dedication into making sure, like, what PHP does to you is experiences. That's something that I have learned. Every event that I have attended, there is always, people treating you like royalty. You being recognized for your hard work. You come out of the events with a different mindset. You're growing because you're growing. And the way the leadership, like you, Ceci, Rodolfo, Zapalas, Gaitans, Pelayo, everything that you guys have done to us, the conversations behind the scenes, the conversations that we had in the events have absolutely transformed our lives. So we wanted to give the same experience to our people. And sometimes people feel, Ceci, that we're just an insurance company. Some people think that we are going to teach about sales, that we just care about your numbers. And they don't understand that PHP is just way more than that. That we care about your marriage, that we care about you. And when you go to these events, it's not a transactional event. You're not going to leave the event learning more about the products and the insurance products that we sell. You're leaving the event transforming your life. You're not walking out of the event the same. So in that event, we had different preachers. We have Daryl Strawberry, Stephen Weatherford, we have Brian Bullock, and we have a boxer, Fernando Vargas. Very interesting that all of them share about the same messages. All of them share about the messages of, how impactful it is when you put first God, then family and business. This is exactly the same line that the vision of Patrick, giving free enterprise to America, bringing hope to families and making you're stronger, your marriage is stronger, and your business is stronger. It was an incredible event, and I am so grateful for all of you guys that help us tremendously. All the calls, the preparations, you guys help us a lot. And this is something, Ceci, that only happens in PHP, where you can get support from people that You don't make a penny from me, Ceci, but you still give me a lot of time. A lot of the leadership, the same thing, you know, and what we have to do too now that we're kind of, you could say, the newest people in PHP, we really want to do the same for the next people to come. We really want to share, we really want to help, we really want to do and give our best the same way that you guys have done for us. I'm very grateful for you guys.
100%. You can feel her energy. That energy, it only gives it to you an event. So certainly, ladies, you're listening to this message. This message is for you. You ought to attend the next event, and we're certainly planning for train the trainers, the regional event, the national event, sorry, but you don't want to wait for that. You want to wait for your actual regional event that is going to happen here in the next week or so, as you're part of any of the other teams. For We the People, we have an spectacular event. We had our highest attendance yet to ever have at a regional event. Every single leader was on point, all the marketing directors, the excitement that everyone came out of with just the vision of what We the People is going to be doing as a team, as a whole. Our MVP this year actually was Hazen Naveen Boozy, and Naveen was definitely the MVP, where she came and she actually brought 100 people in her base shop. They won the #1 promoter. We have 4 different base shops with WTP base shop. We have 4 different base shops bringing 100 people, 100 plus people, which that is unheard of for WTP. So the excitement is at the highest that I've ever been. But I'm so proud of Naveen, because Naveen went from just understanding big event, wanted to bring people to big events, to she really transformed herself. And when we were giving the MVP, you could see her with her baby and her hip, and she was an inspiration for all the women that you can make a decision to not only support, but drive, that you're a key component of your team, because her and Has, if they brought those 100 plus people because of the way that they were both involved. So anybody that is a marketing director in PHP, if you and your wife, if you and your husband make a decision together, you can bring 100 people to the next convention. It's just a matter of calling everyone, tracking, be excited about it. They brought their kids. It was a dream to see them bring them their kids with their mom and her mother-in-law. I will end up the call with this. I will tell you this: events are transformational, and PHP events are where you can actually envision yourself, what type of leader you want to be, what type of family you want to have. For me, first event I didn't even have a t-shirt to wear, and we're sharing room with another like 6-7 people, and it was completely annoying. We didn't have the money to be there at that event. And now, moving forward 15 years later, we're hosting this event where we have an amazing suite. I have my nanny there with her 2 kids. Why? Because I want her to see the event, and I want her to see the vision of the Vargas family and the Vargas legacy. I have my 3 kids there with me too. They're walking up and down the stage, the entire gala. They're like high-fiving, taking pictures. It was just an unbelievable event for me personally, to see that I came from not even being able to afford my food or a shirt, having to share room, to be able to now be thinking about building my legacy, building my family, building the kids. Milo, he gets on stage, my 5-year-old, and he gets on stage and he's high-fiving people, taking pictures, his confidence level to the roof. Now Enzo, he gets on stage and he throws a tantrum. I take him to the back and I say, Enzo, let me explain you what we're doing right now. All the people that you see outside is the people that allow you to go to the school that you go to. All these people that are here, we're recognizing them. Daddy and mommy are recognizing them because they're the ones that help us to build the company we have. And that's why you have all of these toys. So you either go back out there and high five everyone with the greatest attitude, or you go to the room. And you know what he did? Ladies, he came out, this is a 3-year-old. He came out with the greatest attitude, high-fiving everyone, started the entire night. Only PHP can do something like this. And you know what I saw in Hasan and Naveen? They're doing the same. They're bringing their kids on stage. Their kids are high-fiving everybody. And I saw the families doing that. Only PHP can do something like that for you. So ladies, if you're looking for an environment where it's not only you building a career, but it's building up your family and it's building up your kids, PHP is the spot to be at. So with that being said, I'm gonna let everybody go. But ladies, please, let's make sure that you comment below Comment your excitement about your events. I want to hear more about how your life changed at this event. Just share with us your comments. We want to hear your story. What was your takeaway of the event? And as you're coming out of the other events, we also want you to share your comment, your story. What is your goal? What do you envision yourself doing? We would love to hear you in the comments, and let us know also what other topics you want us to talk about. Thank you, ladies. Take care.